Murder, She Wrote, A Vote for Murder, by Jessica Fletcher and Donald Bain. Read by Cynthia Darlow.
Chapter 1. The White House? Yes, a reception there. I was enjoying breakfast at Mara's waterfront luncheonette with my friends Dr. Seth Hazlitt and Cabot Cove's sheriff, Mort Metzger. It was a gloomy early August day, thick gray clouds hovering low over the dock, the humidity having risen overnight to an uncomfortable level. "When are you leaving?" Seth asked after taking the last bite of his blueberry pancakes, Mara's signature breakfast dish at her popular eatery. "Day after tomorrow," I said. "I don't envy you, Mrs. F.," said Mort. "Why?" "August in Washington, D.C. Maureen and I were there about this time last year. Never been so hot in my life." I laughed and sipped my tea. "I'm sure the air conditioning will be working just fine," I said. "Yeah," Seth said. "I don't expect they let the president sweat a whole lot, or U.S. senators for that matter." Warren Nebel, Maine's junior senator, had arranged for my trip to Washington. He'd invited me to join 3 other writers in our nation's capital to help celebrate a national literacy program at the Library of Congress. I'd eagerly accepted, of course. And when Senator Nebel included a reception at the White House on our first evening there, my heart raced a little with anticipation. I don't believe that anyone, no matter how sophisticated, worldly, well-connected, or wealthy, doesn't feel at least a twinge of excitement when invited to the White House to meet the President of the United States. I am certainly no exception. It wouldn't be my first time at the People's House, although it had been a few years since my last visit. Adding to the excitement were the writers with whom I'd be spending the week, distinguished authors all, some of whom I'd been reading and enjoying for years, and I looked forward to actually shaking hands and chatting with them. Writers, with some notable exceptions, tend to be solitary creatures, not especially comfortable in social situations. I suppose it has a lot to do with the private nature of how we work, sitting alone for months at a time, sometimes years working on a book, with only spasmodic human interaction. Those who break out and become...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?